Hey guys, hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you how I trade using my system, the comprehensive superhero trading system and the advanced trading assistant known as superhero utility, which helps me significantly in my daily work, close trades with maximum profit. So after I optimized this system, in my tutorial videos, I showed how it's done. Now I'll repeat it. When I optimize the system, the indicator in the Experts tab shows me which utility period I need to use. For example, the last time I optimized the euro versus New Zealand dollar asset, I had a period of 250. So here I set it to 250. That means the utility will follow exactly the indicator that is being used. After optimization, I received several trading signals based on which I can make trades right now. So here, there's a downward arrow, I make a sell trade. The utility automatically sets stop loss and take profit orders and automatically manages this trade. And it will close the trade at the take profit level, which also moves along with the market. All of this works dynamically, so it's extremely important here to use a utility that will track the take profit level for locking in profits. For the purpose of filming this video, I opened a trading account and funded it with 1,000 US dollars. And as you can see, I don't have any trades yet. These are the first trades on this account. And here is the first trade I opened. It's already starting to bring in a small profit, but let's move on. The next asset we have. Here, the nearest trades that could be made, pound against USD, have already closed. Right here, we have a trade for a sell. The arrow is pointing down, still heading toward the take profit level. I can easily click on the sell trading operation, and here my trade has appeared and it's moving toward the take profit. Australian dollar against USD, here the trade has already been executed, although in general I could, considering that the take profit level is still quite far away. When you are first starting out in trading and looking at the big picture, I can definitely make a sell trade here. Moving on, euro against the pound, here there's a buy trade. We have a signal, or rather for a buy, and you can place a buy order. Moving on, there's nothing here, and here already. The trading operation happened a long time ago. It closed with a good profit, pound against the Australian dollar. Here we have no signals, but here we had a trade and it hasn't closed yet. We can enter the market with a sell on this asset. We have nothing else. As you can see, previous trades closed with a profit. Everything went smoothly here. Here, the euro against the New Zealand dollar closed with a profit. Here, the trades haven't closed yet. That is, the signals are still open, but we can see that one has already closed. And the next one appeared already near the profit-taking level, so there's really no point in chasing those few extra points of profit to earn. That's why we won't be trading here. And right now we have 5 trades open in the market. I placed them in front of you. And in the next video, now I'll pause the video. And I'll continue to record whenever new trading signals appear or when the trades I've made are closed. So you'll be able to follow my trading step by step. In this video, I'll be filming a series of videos in which I'll show all my trading operations, so you can evaluate my trading. If you want, take this indicator and trade along with me. In general, if you're a trader, it's going to be very interesting. Alright, so guys, it has officially been a full day now, since I first started trading. As you can see in the open trades statistics, there are profitable trades and there are already some closed trading operations. Now let's go through all the asset charts so you can see where the trades were opened and how they were closed. So here there was a sell signal. The trade didn't move immediately, meaning the price didn't go straight to the closing level. It made another move due to inertia. This happens very often, and then it turned toward the closing direction, and it's about to close. Here we have no trading operations. Here there was a sell order. According to the signal, we're heading toward the closing level. There was another trade here, a sell, and it closed. I skipped the buy because it was at night. But as you can see, the market keeps moving forward, and there will be new signals soon. I opened a trade on euro versus pound right here based on this signal. The market made a move, continued the trend by inertia, and is now turning toward the take profit level. Australian dollar versus Canadian dollar was executed cleanly. Everything closed in sell. There was also a trade on euro versus Australian dollar, and it closed at the take profit level. Pound versus Australian dollar. There were no trades. New Zealand dollar versus Canadian dollar. The trade I made, I turned off the platform for the night. And the utility didn't close the trade. And now it's just approaching the take profit, which once again confirms the fact that you need to use a VPS, that is a virtual one, a remote desktop where you can place the platform with the utility so that if you turn off your computer for the night, you don't miss the moment to close trades. In general, now we'll close at take profit, basically at the exact level we need. Just now, the trades were closed automatically by the utility. If you didn't see, take a look. Here they all are. These closed trades. $32 profit. Of course, that's not much, but the trade lot size depends on the size of the deposit. If your trading deposit is $1,000, then here you earned $32. That's about 3.5% profit in a day. I received it. If you had a deposit of $10,000, that would be $320. Now that already sounds solid. Well, anyway, let's move on. There was a sell signal on the euro against the Canadian dollar, and it closed in profit. There was a signal on the pound against the Swiss franc. The market is still moving by inertia. It moved here for a while and is heading toward the closing level. And the last asset, euro against the New Zealand dollar. Here I had several signals, but I didn't take any of them. I didn't trade them because they were too close to the closing level, meaning there were just too many trades. Let's put it this way, for such a small profit size, although as you can see, they also closed in profit, and so to sum up, 3 trades. There is still a floating profit in the market. The total profit and profit has already been received on all previously opened trades. Let me put it this way. This isn't the end of the video. I'll trade a bit more on new signals, though there aren't any new signals yet. The market moved in my direction on all previous trades, but I haven't taken profit yet. And there are still a few trades left that should close in profit. The euro pound is lagging the most, but I think we'll make it to the take profit. The profit level, considering the utility, if the take profit is in the negative zone, at the moment the trade is closed. There are settings here. Either close at any result at take profit or wait. For now, we'll get the profit. Everything can be configured. All of this I should have explained to you in the video, how to set up the utility. So I'm pausing the video and we'll come back when there are new trades and new results. So guys, my trading process continues. I promise to show you everything step by step, exactly as it is in reality. Both profits and losses and trading drawdowns. And now I've come back. I've got some floating trades with a total of minus 32. USD and floating loss because, as I mentioned, even in this case, after a signal appears, the market continues to move by inertia, still in the wrong, incorrect direction. And that's why some trades go into a drawdown before closing with a profit. Every trade has a stop loss, so if things go completely wrong, then The trade will close at the stop loss to limit the losses, but overall, sometimes there are trading drawdowns. Let's go through the price charts that I trade on. And of course, I'll show you the ones where there are losses. We'll get to them in a moment. The first currency pair is euro against pound, and here we had a signal. The market went in the wrong direction. It's that kind of trending market. It might reverse now, or maybe not, but overall, I don't worry about it because there's a stop loss. And I just know that most likely the market will turn around and close either with a profit or a small loss. So I don't worry about it. Australian dollar against Canadian dollar. There was a signal here, I made a trade, and we're heading towards profit. Here, there's a small gain. Euro against Australian dollar, nothing. Pound against Australian dollar. There was a signal to make a trade, and right now we're around the signal area. I think we'll go down during the day today. It's morning now, and the market. In other words, the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar hasn't really woken up yet. That's how it was. After the signal, there was an upward move, then an additional signal. I kind of missed that one too, and it actually gave me the chance to open a trade at a more favorable level. And as you can see, a reversal pattern has already formed here. Most likely, the price will fall, and will probably close somewhere at the average price with a profit, for example, at this level, and move on. There's nothing here. Pound versus franc. There was a signal. The market kept moving up by inertia and then started turning down toward the take profit. And euro against the New Zealand dollar, it's empty here, but the market is starting a swing and a reversal upward, and probably there will be a signal somewhere around here. And I will enter the market and my take profit will be at a good level. That is, I should earn well. Although, of course, in trading, you can never know anything for sure in advance. So you just need to follow the rules of this trading system. As for the trades that have already been closed, there are quite a few of them as well. Overall, I have already earned more than my current trading drawdown. And if you take a closer look at the trades, you'll see that almost every single position is consistently and generally closing in profit, and of course that makes me happy as well. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll come back when there are any changes in my trading. Whether these changes are good or bad, it doesn't matter. I will show trading as it really is. This way, you can clearly understand whether you need this trading system or not. I need it because I see great potential in it. I've been trading on something similar for quite a long time, and I was making good profits, so in this case, I think nothing has changed and everything will work perfectly. Guys, trading continues. The system has already earned over $50 trading with a small lot. Here are all the profitable trades. Here is the current trading result. Some trades are in drawdown. This is all normal, predictable, and shouldn't scare me, you, or anyone else. I'll show you which trades are in drawdown. Or new trades. Here was a trade. I made a buy trade on euro against pound. Trading drawdown is decreasing after the price was fluctuating at the market bottom and started to reverse. The indicator suggested closing the trade, but the utility manages trades automatically. It set the take profit here, and the price is moving toward the take profit, so everything is okay here. If it doesn't reach the take profit, the utility will close this trade with a minimal loss. So, there's very smart trade management here. Australian dollar against Canadian dollar. Here was a trade, it closed. I don't know what else I have here. Here was another trade, it closed. New Zealand dollar against Canadian dollar. Almost nothing has changed. The market is moving here in a horizontal plane and nothing is changing so far. Euro against Canadian dollar, there was a trade, I made it. Pound against the franc. This is the currency pair where I actually have a trading drawdown. The utility manages trades automatically, sets take profits at different levels, so there are no problems here either. And for the euro against the New Zealand dollar, the market has dropped down to its local bottom. And now small rebounds are already forming. And when there is a swing reversal, the indicator will give a buy signal. I will make a purchase in this way. I go through each trade and do buy or sell as the indicator tells me. And the utility closes these trades with a profit. I think the meaning here is clear. A downward arrow means a sell trade, an upward arrow means a buy trade. This is how the utility works. It manages all these trades, but it does not open them automatically. We have a trading panel. I can open trades manually from my phone when I receive a push notification that, for example, a buy condition has appeared on the EUR NZD currency pair. I tap to open a buy trade on my phone. It then appears here in my order book. This is in Trader 5. The utility immediately detects this trade, picks it up, and then manages it, closing it at the take profit level using a smart algorithm. That's how this system works. I think when it comes to learning how to press the buttons, you will see for yourself how to do it, the arrows. You will see how it's done. You practically don't need to configure this indicator at all, except to optimize it on the price chart. Let me remind you that you need to optimize this system. From time to time, I would perform optimization once a week, that is, once a week. When a week has passed, or after 2 weeks of trading, you then press the reset button, the indicator clears all its signals, and you press the optimization button. And it will recalibrate itself. But I advise you to optimize this system when there are no open trades. The indicator optimizes based on, say, the last 5,000 bars. And when the price chart shifts and you already have an open trade, for example, you had a trade somewhere here, you performed optimization on the price chart, on the historical data, the trade will disappear because the indicator has now optimized according to new updated market parameters. You might ask, where is the trade? It was here, wasn't it? Of course it was, but it disappeared. It's no longer there because the signal, or rather, because the indicator is optimized based on new market data. I performed a new optimization. Basically, nothing has changed. Let's take a look and see what's here. The Bollinger Band's indicator period is 250. It has remained the same. So, sometimes optimization doesn't bring anything new, and other times it brings a lot of changes. That's why you should run optimization every 2 weeks. With that, my training is probably finished. After this video, I won't interrupt it. In other words, what I've shown is enough for training. As for how this system works and how I trade with it, I will continue to make videos about that from time to time, which I will, for example, publish once a week. So I think that's how we'll proceed. That is, all these results and the current trading drawdown here, and the trade history you'll be able to see in my new videos. As for the training, I think after this video, you can already jump into action. That's all for now, guys. I wish you profitable use of Superhero, and I'll see you in my new videos. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Check out my account and my updates on the MQL5 portal. I also invite you to visit my website, intradaysoft.com. There's a lot of interesting stuff waiting for you. That's all. Bye.